So apparently, right, I'm being persecuted. I've lost everybody I've ever cared about. I've tried to do things right my entire life. Sure, slip up a couple times, but shit happens. Human. It's crazy to me that an entire fucking state doesn't have like one person with goddamn integrity. That's wild. Like I don't even know if Mel just said some bullshit, but that's probably what it was. Cause goddamn, I did fucking everything for her. If she's talking about the goddamn fucking storage and shit, that's petty as fuck to go through this for a whole goddamn year about some fucking storage when half of my shit was in there too, mind you, and I paid the fucking thing the entire goddamn time. And oh, did she tell you that fucking time, that the month that I didn't pay it, uh, she was sick. Um, so I took care of her that night. Fucking uh, wake up in the morning. Um, her kids missed the bus. I didn't. She didn't even have to ask. I got up. I was gonna take her kids to school. One of the kids lied. I don't even fucking know when it comes to my fucking family, but they would not tolerate a goddamn single lie from me. So I became very much the truth. So um, I was asking her questions. Um, Melanie had got upset that I was trying to instill morals into Renee. And I'm like, what? And then from the bed, you know, just curled up, miserable and shit, she fucking yells. I'm like, Melanie, I'm doing you a fucking favor. You didn't even have to ask for it. Calm down. Don't yell at me no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't raise your voice. She does it again. I'm like, I'm not taking it. I hand her my keys, or I throw them on the bed. She gets up, full of fucking energy out of goddamn nowhere, yells at me because I'm not gonna take him to the fucking school now. Bitch, like, if I refused to put hands on her kids because, first off, I'm not their biological father. Second of all, she gave me permission to, like, way early in the relationship and shit. Um, because she knew I was a good dude. Like, I'm not gonna do anything overboard. You feel me? Um, and so, but I said no anyway because I'm recently introduced to your children, and for them to have that happen to them, and I didn't know how long I was gonna, be involved in that situation. That would be a betrayal to the from the viewpoint of that child. So I was like, I'm not going to, but I'm gonna tell you when, like, because I can generally know when and when not is an appropriate time to deal with a child in that manner, right? Um, but I'm not gonna be disrespected by a child, and then to be disrespected by the child, and then disrespected by you because you want me to be disrespected by the child. No. So um, I just walk away. We're in the living room at this point, and she's still following me. I'm like, I'm not taking her or them to school. I gave you my keys. I was gonna do it. I just wanted you to address that issue. She lied. I don't like that. And I was trying to convey all of this in a calm manner, but she went ballistic. She kept annoying me. I sat down on the floor, just posted like back to the wall or whatever. She runs up like gets us the starting distance and everything, and kicks me in the fucking head. I was so goddamn livid. It took every fucking bit of restraint in me to not fucking lay hands on her. I was sitting down, doing nothing. After I was studying that night. She was sick. I put all of that aside, and I go to her bedside, take care of her the whole fucking night. That apartment she had, she wouldn't have without me. I had to leave, get my car back home, right? I came back. I told her, because she was just convinced that I was going to leave her or whatever. I came back. I was like, I told you I was going to come back. I made fucking all of the plans straight for my overseas job. I had made a bank account. I had made an allotment for that bank account. And then I was going to set up a certain kind of loan for the bank. It's I forget what it's called, but I was gonna put a certain amount in there. Uh, so like it's I think what it really is like you give the money to the bank and a secured loan, certified loan, one of them, and they can invest the money and you get dividends at the end. Anyway, um, I was my overseas job, fucking PMC. I was gonna get paid. I've tried to help Mel with her fucking shit for so goddamn long. I got entangled in it. But I never stopped trying to fucking help her. Get out of that goddamn pit she was in. Even when I left, I brought all the paperwork. I was like, Mel, we need to get you a bank account so I can send the money for when I get paid overseas to you. Guess what? We never fucking got that shit accomplished. She never wanted me to go overseas. She wanted to destroy me. I when I got back, she was sleeping in her mother and grandmother's garage. Like their brother had moved out. There was 2 open rooms in that fucking house. And her and her kid were forced to live in the fucking garage. They didn't even want to give them a fucking room. This is why the fuck I rode so goddamn hard for her ass. Because her family ain't shit. But guess what? She ain't shit. So, um, I'm like, you're still in the garage. Like, what happened with the with the apartment. Uh, she was like so goddamn depressed and fucking on the on the floor the whole fucking time. When I got back, I'm like, oh shit, she's fucking debilitated without me. Goddamn, right? So I'm like, all right, we'll figure out what we can do. So I'm taking fucking charge, like goddamn always. I literally fucking had worked for money to feed her kids, and I goddamn fucking just just exhausted myself taking care of her emotionally unstable ass because of her hectic ass goddamn family. And I was trying to handle her business for her. I was like, I don't want to leave her in this state with children. So what did I do? I was like, come on, Mel, get up. I'll postpone going fucking overseas to get the goddamn money. I was going to invest in my business. I was going to take care of her and her kids. When I was going to make the investments for the business, I had all her family involved. They was supposed to get money from my business, as well as my family and a few of my friends. So I take charge and I go into her kitchen and shit. Um, I go through the mail. I grab her letters and shit. And like we gonna. I fucking made goddamn schedules and budgets for this bitch, so many fucking times. Ways to um socialize because she said she didn't have friends or whatever. Um, Told her it's a priority to focus on your mental health. Shit, I did to get out of the goddamn pit I was in. Shit I already done. I'm not a fucking hypocrite. And I'm not asking anybody to do anything I don't do. And I persisted with her. Opened up a letter. She was a fucking week away. She got the letter some time ago. She was a fucking week away from losing her voucher for that fucking apartment. If I didn't come back, try to motivate her and get her up, she would have lost her fucking apartment. I've taken care of her kids. Shit, I've taken care of her fucking adult child ass. Shit, I fucking had to stand in between her adult daughter and her baby daddy fucking spats multiple fucking times. Picked his ass up from jail. Helped out her brother. Drove him to work a couple times. All because I knew my motherfucking business plans and shit. I always will make a plan. I made plan after plan after plan, a strategy after strategy after strategy to help her out and get her out of her situation. I was never forceful. I was always graceful. I was like, hey, this is what you need to apply. Do it at your own speed. It was never fucking at any speed. It was like 2 days of goddamn effort. I didn't know you could say whatever you want about the motherfucking spell work shit. Um, I ain't never goddamn eating fucking lasagna from nobody no more. But I was like, I'm gonna get her out of a fucking garage before I leave. Because her and her kids did not deserve to be there. When there's two goddamn fucking open rooms in a fucking house owned by her mother and her grandmother. I was appalled. stuck with her through hotels, in tents, driving her kids to school. Fucking, and she just took advantage of that shit, to be honest with you. But it was my character that stuck with it. Because I said I was going to stick with it. Because I wanted, if any example of a good man could have been seen by her children, because the whole rest of the goddamn family is fucked up. When it comes to relationships, man, all that shit, they're fucked up. And I didn't want them to see, I didn't want them to lose hope that good men existed. So it kind of drove me, because when it comes to little kids, man, that developmental age is so fucking important. Like, it'll guide the rest of your fucking life. And I was like, if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. So I don't know if this is about the goddamn storage, but another thing that fucking happened when I was getting harassed and shit, the second attempt that I was supposed to leave fucking Colorado, I parked outside of a hotel. Oh shit. I go to sleep, get some rest, wake up, fucking tire is flat. I walk up, meet a whole new cast of characters. They're telling me, hey, why don't you get a job in Colorado? I'm like, no, I have a fucking plan. I'm trying to leave this goddamn state. I already know. It's all wrapped up in this fucking dumbass bullshit. Fucking, we're hanging out in that parking lot. That's that time when I was hanging out with those the two brothers and shit, and I was drinking a little bit, and fucking all that, like the lights were flickering and the fucking videos gone at this point because they've hacked all my goddamn shit and deleted the fucking shit. But that was the time if you were there for that, right? And I hadn't like, I was getting followed by two PIs at the time, right? Um, and this random lady and her like 7 kids came out, and I think the second to the youngest, like, would make it a point to sit in my lap, and I would have to remove her, and I talked to her, and I was like, listen, I'm not gonna hurt you, but you don't do that to grown men, because not everybody is a good person. So I was really in a fucking whirlwind of goddamn confusion on why the fuck I had to go through all of this shit, right? And I'm trying to navigate that with both my family being just useless, like just so like willful ignorance. Just, it's absurd. The way I cannot get the fucking help I need, that is fucking required. It's not even that difficult. And every fucking thing else that's going on, trying to see what the hell is happening to me at this moment, right? That was around the time when they had pulled me over and I found that camera, and they took the camera and never gave me the camera back. But then I thought about it, just after being in goddamn fucking just go mode. I always have to worrying about like looking over my shoulder, who was trying to kill me, because that was also the time the nigga pulled out a gun on me and I had fucking nunchucks. But I walked on his ass. I spoke in tongues. And that nigga backed down. You can't tell me God ain't real. And that's when the cops harassed me right after that, looking for weapons because that's what they thought they had. I thought I had. I was a block away. They was all in on that shit, man. Anyway, so now, after I had time to like just rest, to consider every fucking thing that I've been through, I'm like, did she say I did something to fucking her kids? The ones that I fucking basically fucking raised for her the entire goddamn 3 years? Her goddamn lazy ass. I swear to God. I'll admit I never seen her even whoop her kids appropriately. I'm like, when they fucked up. Like that's when you should whoop their ass. When they fucking walk to school. It's like one was 5 and the other one was 7. And they fucking walked all the way to school by themselves. I'm like, Melanie, the fuck? No. You don't know who the fuck is out there. They need a whooping. This is a prime ass time. I can't do it. You haven't shown me that you can be what I need for the future. I'm trying to stick with you. I'm trying to get you there. And I don't even require much. But based off of how fucking your goddamn family treats you, I see that there's a whole bunch of motherfucking problems up in there. So I was trying my fucking best. But she had never she had hit the threshold of the bare goddamn minimum that I would require for fucking support so I could get on my grind. Cause before her, I was on my shit. I was the goddamn shit. I had fucking dealt with all my goddamn problems. I just didn't know, which bitches existed, but whatever. And so I fucking tried, bro. I did every fucking thing. I helped her kids with her homework. I like to cook, so I ain't fucking mind cooking for them. But that took time from me, you know what I'm saying? I got plans. I was that nigga. And I never stopped being that nigga. So I'm just like, yo, Mel. But it was always a fucking goddamn emotional fucking crisis every week and a half. To every week. To then every fucking day. Then when I stuck with her while we were fucking goddamn just homeless, like her kids had to sleep in my car. I have a fucking Mustang. There's no environment, and your family is across the goddamn street. We rented a fucking Airbnb. She didn't want, I'm trying to take her kids out to fucking explore and shit. Because we was out in like the fancy parts of the mountains and shit. Her lazy ass did not want to fucking leave the goddamn room the entire 2 weeks we were there. Then, when I just had enough, I just told her about herself the last day. You know what she did? She fucking threw a tantrum and broke all the goddamn furniture in the Airbnb. Under my name. There goes my Airbnb. The night before. Shit's like, this shit had to be planned. And I was like, you know what? I fucking tried my best to clean up. Then she wants to goddamn steal everything. She's a fucking klepto. And then she wants to get mad at me because, like, every time we go into a store, as soon as she starts doing that shit, I walk away. I ain't getting caught up in that bullshit. And I told her, like, hey, if you can't afford it, I'll pay for it. I don't steal from stores. She just enjoyed doing the shit. I'm just like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you off of what the fuck you do. I'm saying respect me enough not to do it next to me. And I give you the grace to say I'm going to pay for the shit. No, nothing was ever good enough. Her daughter, it was like maybe like the third time. I don't know, I probably met her more than that. But it was like the third, like, I guess, influential interaction time. I'm talking to Amir. And at this point, I didn't even give a fuck about Zodiac shit. Like, because I was already, like, whenever, like, Mel or her daughter would show me the shit, I'd be like, well, I'm already doing that. I'm not discrediting who the fuck you listening to. I'm just saying, like, I don't need to listen to it because I'm already doing exactly what the fuck is telling me I should do. I was on my fucking path. Goddamn, her daughter, like, in front of, like, she's trying to, like, ask me the dates and shit, and then she realized that, like, our Venus placements are the same, so they were compatible or whatever. And she was telling me how that was like sexual compatibility and shit. And but the way she did it in front of her man was so, like, it was almost like like an excited child, which makes sense because, like, fucking it was Aries. So it's just, if me myself, whatever. If you understand shit, you understand shit. But I'm like, whoa, that's a little bit too much emotion and interaction to be having with me, irregardless if your man was there or not. But he was there, so that just makes it even worse. And so I didn't say nothing to her. I fucking went to Melanie. I pulled her to the side and I was like, hey, I think you should talk to your daughter about that. She shouldn't have done that in front of her dude, especially. Mel got offended that I was fucking trying to goddamn say, hey, for the fucking sake of their goddamn relationship, maybe you should have a talk with your daughter because I don't know her that well. And that was just inappropriate. And I fucking, after she fucking had the audacity to get upset at me because I'm like, are you gonna correct my daughter? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did you, like, and you were there? How the fuck? What if a nigga, what was her daughter, like, just 21 at the time? What if another nigga just hopped on that fucking opportunity or some shit? You have a nigga that's actively trying to fucking tell you what the fuck is happening. before it gets blown out of proportion or anything. And you get mad at me. After that, I ain't say shit about fucking um, um, me and Eve or whatever. And it wasn't like the only goddamn fucking time some shit happened that I'm like, oh shit. So I can't talk to goddamn Melanie ass. So you know what I'm gonna do? Like if she said Eve was coming over or fucking we were going somewhere, like I'd keep shit so brief and normal, and then maybe even leave before they got to my apartment. Like I wouldn't fucking be there. I couldn't tell Mel about the shit because she didn't care. But I'm not gonna fucking fuck up a relationship between a mother and a daughter, and then somebody who I considered a friend, Amir. Hell fucking no, cause I got goddamn morals. But yeah, shit, you get fucking damn near persecuted just cause you trying to be a good ass nigga. I I got hit on all the time. Like me and Eve are closer in age than me and Mel. It wasn't about that. It was about loyalty. That's all. If anything, I'm a loyal ass motherfucker. And ain't shit gonna break that shit. Mel would have fucking goddamn breakdown and crisis after goddamn crisis. I stuck by her side through every fucking thing. Protected her daughter. All three of them. Multiple fucking times. Helped her fucking grandma with the fucking yard work. I don't particularly think her mother ever gave a fuck about me. Um, but I was still cordial. Even when Melanie would go ballistic on her mother, I'd be like, "That you can't do that. That's your mother." I don't believe that anymore at this fucking point because the amount of bullshit I had to deal with my family that I've just goddamn realized is just it blows my fucking mind. And nobody, goddamn nobody, has a fucking ounce of integrity. But yet they fucking just hound me like a goddamn dog. I fucking did everything for that goddamn family. Every fucking thing. Not even my blood. And what the hell I get? Harassed like a fucking like scum. And I never fucking betrayed Mel. I never told her family the bullshit because they already treated her like shit. So anything I ever said about Mel was like only touching the lightest stuff of that shit. Anything between me and Mel, I kept between me and Mel. Except a couple fucking extreme occasions when I had to go reach out to friends who've all just fucking abandoned me out of goddamn nowhere, along with my family. They're not doing anything useful. Like, my brother still won't take off the fucking life insurance policy. When I asked him to do it, as grown man to another fucking grown man. He was like, why? First off, nothing has to come after that. You shouldn't even have to fucking say a why. Before I feel comfortable moving anywhere, I need that goddamn life insurance policy off of me. That doesn't happen. I done spent like 3 fucking months trying to get my mama to talk to him. Mom, you trying to get me to come home. I'm telling you, I don't feel fucking safe. She's like, I don't know what to do. Me boo, I'm not there. I'm trying to, I'm like, Mom, it's not that fucking, I mean, like, it's not, like, I was so goddamn irritated at this point. My sister, who claimed to take charge of all the fucking weapons our daddy had, cannot send me the fucking serial numbers that she had notated down before I had left to return to Colorado to go to the storage and get my shit. She had noted all 3 of them guns. Technically 4. She act oblivious. My phone gets stolen before a court. Mo's supposed to help me. Every fucking store that had Western Union denied me. So I couldn't get another phone. So I could not make it to court. By the grace of God, I asked to borrow somebody's phone. I logged into my Facebook, right? And at that moment, right after the court date, they're trying to like fucking put a bolo out on me from the police and shit to fucking get me arrested and shit. But I see my sister actively typing, Meebo, are you okay? Like, I'm like, I just logged in and then she's typing. That's how perfect the timing was. And she sends like 3 bubbles, and then on the 4th bubble, she's like, if you don't respond, I'm gonna call the thing and put a thing on you. I was like, fine, that's dumb as hell. I called her immediately. Like, don't you do no dumb shit like that. I'm telling you what the fuck I'm going through. Are you gonna do some shit like that? Y'all knew I ain't have a phone. Y'all know what the fuck is going on in my goddamn life. Stop playing in my face. Stop acting retarded like you can't fucking function. Like adults here. And she like, well, me, I already filed the report. Why? Why the fuck would you do that? All of y'all niggas playing in my face. You say all this goddamn bullshit. Like, we trying to help you, we do this, we do that, and then fucking we send you the money, and I'm like, but y'all don't listen to a goddamn thing I say. I'm like, Mom, how hard is it to be like, we need Meebo home. Meebo don't feel safe with that life insurance policy. Rudy, you need to take that life insurance policy off on him, and he can come home. But then, oh, you know why she probably can't do that? Because my best friend from the military, Jeffrey Strong, called me when I was like, hey, this sounds very familiar to the up and coming football player that his whole life got fucked over when his parents died. And he ain't have nobody except Melanie. When I revealed that, Melanie go on a fucking tirade trying to defend herself. Everybody knew she was fucking, like, she was guilty. That's when Jeff called me immediately. Your brother thought you were dead. I was fucking talking to him the last goddamn 4 months. Why the fuck would he think he was dead? Why am I hearing that from you? The fuck is going on? That's why I don't talk to his ass no more. I lost every fucking body. So don't put no goddamn judgments on me. I had a plan for everything, and I survived. I'm that goddamn nigga. Alright? Don't ever fucking put dirt shit on anything on my name. Cause I'm a good man. Unlike every other human being I think I've ever met in my life. And that's a fucking shame. That's tragedy right there. But you know what? I'm still going. Because I deserve everything. That's why nobody deserves to be treated like this bullshit and never get told why. Never. Just all built on speculation, you feel me? That's all I got. So I'm never ashamed in any conclusions that I come to because nobody wants to fucking tell me the truth. People want to make me go through fucking hoops, but won't secure any like tangible evidence of what the fuck they're doing on their side. I don't have time to goddamn waste. And then 2 guns pulled on me. Just a couple days ago, sent another nigga after me. I stared his ass down. Like, are we going there? Are we going there? You ain't inconspicuous, my nigga. I'm tired of this shit. I really am. But I'm living, breathing evidence and proof. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all really ain't shit, man. Want a goddamn reason for any of this fucking messy ass. What are y'all doing? The fuck are y'all doing? I swear to God. Y'all niggas is fucking lame as a bitch. And you ain't got no goddamn. Every fucking time I speak to any of you, it's a fucking lie. I don't even know why the fuck. After as many times as I protected Eve from when she was saying Amir was going goddamn crazy and getting aggressive, and they was getting into fights and shit, so I had to pull up out of whatever the fuck I was doing at the time, because it could happen at any goddamn time. This shit happened in fucking daytime, fucking in the middle of the night, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Anytime, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I haven't, like, when I thought your mother was going crazy, and I tried to reach out to Amir, he was nowhere to be found, because I never went to Eve. I went to Amir, respect as man to man. He wasn't even fucking, like he deleted all his goddamn socials or whatever. Phone number and everything. I'm like, what the fucking hell? I reach out to goddamn Melanie's mama, Melanie's brother, and her daughter. The only, I get one response from Melanie's daughter. After that, she acts like she's fucking terrified of me. Like, afraid to look at me, and then, like, ran away for no goddamn reason one time. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all think I am? After every goddamn thing I've done for y'all. I'm like, and I'm concerned about your mother. Why ain't y'all concerned about you? You see what there was no logical reason for any of this bullshit to transpire. That's why I didn't know what the hell was happening. And nobody was saying a goddamn thing. So I had to keep all this shit to myself for a good fucking 3-4 months. Until I got enough evidence to figure out something was going on. And then, that's when they fucking want to defame my goddamn character. Then, I keep speaking out. Then the goddamn police and the courts and all of that shit harass me. Fucking government don't want to do shit about it. I can't get no fucking help. All I get is comments from the goddamn peanut gallery and shit. Niggas that's not helping me. You ain't doing shit for me. And I'm still fucking praying for y'all souls, hoping that you get redemption, because hell is real. And I care so much. I just want you to make it to the gates. No matter what the fuck happened to me, I want y'all to make it to the goddamn gates. And I'm treated like shit. Fucking... She was like hitting me when I was driving back from that goddamn, the mountains and shit. Man, the Airbnb, after she did all of that bullshit. I yelled at her ass and she got so fucking mad. She rolled down the window and said, "Help, help, he's hurting me." Fucking state troopers zoomed past, pulled me over, put me in handcuffs in the back of the car. Then released me because they know she was bullshitting. She was lying. They questioned me, the kids, and her. Determined like I won't doing shit. She'd have had this one lady and her kid follow me in the goddamn parking lot. Like I had my phone broken again. And my brother had sent me money to get a new phone. I didn't have a card at the time. But I was like, Mel, okay, he sent me money for the phone. I'm gonna get a cheaper phone. That way we can put this money aside for all of us. Me, your kids, and you. But I have to send it to your account. I send the shit to her account. You know what she does? She steals the fucking money. I'm like, Melanie, I need a fucking phone. Without a phone, I can't DoorDash. I can't work. What the fuck are you doing? You don't have the right to fucking take all the goddamn money. And she was like, you owe me. I was like, the fuck you talking about? You goddamn threw a fucking temper tantrum and destroyed an Airbnb just fucking 2 weeks ago. And she fucking runs the fuck off. I find her ass, and then she yells again at a goddamn random ass fucking van with this white lady and her kid. And then fucking now I'm getting followed goddamn by this goddamn van for like, I don't know, 20 fucking minutes. I'm trying to explain everything calmly, and she's like, you need to leave her alone. That is not good. I'm like, the fuck are y'all all talking about? I'm the only goddamn reason her kids are even taken care of. I like fucking, what is it? The Child Protective Services and shit. Who was the one getting them to school? Who was the one fucking feeding them? Who was the one goddamn helping them with their homework and fucking working for money? She didn't do shit. That was all me. And they ain't even my kids, bro. But kids are innocent. So the kids, they didn't deserve that shit. They needed some fucking experience of some adult doing adult shit. If shit wasn't working, I made a goddamn way. And she couldn't fucking stick to a goddamn budget worth a damn. And she didn't work. But now I'm thinking that maybe she got money anyway. And when she started getting fucking whatever type of child support with it, she always lied about the amount. So she would take, I couldn't even make a functional goddamn budget with her because she would lie about the amount she had. And I figured this out eventually. And she would ask me. And so now I'm straining, right? To help her out. But she's depleting me before she spent my money before she'll spend hers. When I started calling her on that shit, that's when she got really fucking livid and shit. And I was like, you know what? I can't even fuck with this. As soon as we goddamn get you into that motherfucking house, I had to fucking turn in the goddamn paperwork. I made double copies. I spent my gas money. Then she would want to fuck around and use my car and be gone for fucking 5 hours. Every single time I was supposed to leave or do some shit, she would run the fuck out of my goddamn gas. At every goddamn opportunity, I'm like, are you, in my head, I'm like, are you fucking slow? How are we supposed to do shit if you keep fucking me up? I didn't know it was goddamn sabotage. I'm like, your whole fucking family is nuts. They treat you like shit. I'm like, hey, ain't no goddamn fucking way. I'm seeing your kids, I'm like, at least they got fucking hope. I'm trying to help them out, and I'm just getting fucking just, I don't even know what to call it. It was just insanity. They're all fucking crazy. And the mother wants to act like she goddamn fucking a saint or something. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? But how the fuck, I don't even know how the fuck I became so goddamn normal. When I realized what the hell I'm dealing with my goddamn family. Thank God for my daddy. Who we didn't even have a good relationship until the last 2 years of his life. Because of their goddamn mouth. That's when me and my daddy got close. When he was getting sicker and sicker. And I was taking him to the chemo appointments and I had to pick him up. He died twice. The first time, I had no idea what to do. My whole brain went blank and I couldn't pick him up and he was limp and everything was just. It really was like that shell shock shit you see in the movies. I was useless. And this around we was really close and shit. But he came back. And his health kept declining and shit. Just rapidly. I kept praying for him and trying to get him better and everything. And That's when he was telling me like that's when we got close, and then that's when he was like told me like right before he died, passed. He's like, I was trying to like I was like defending my mama on some shit that had happened. He's like Mabel, like he got tired of me fighting on my mama case, and then it just kind of like blurted out, and he like it wasn't it was an accident, and then he felt bad because like then I felt bad because the shit he said it just shook my whole goddamn world, and he was keeping all of that in to protect my emotions. The whole time I'm telling him how he should treat my mama better. He said, he said, you don't see everything that go on between me and your mama. Neighbor. I only see the shit when she make a spectacle out of shit. And I guess that's really motherfucking similar to what the hell's going on now. People only saw the goddamn spectacle Mel made out. I never fucking betrayed her or tried to make her look like she was a horrible whatever because people already treated her own family already treated her like shit. Meanwhile, she's just saying whatever the fuck she wants to say about me, which I still don't have a definitive answer on. Oh, but Mr. motherfucking state defender, Mr. Judge, Mr. Policeman, Mr. Tow company people, Mr. Every goddamn body I done met for the last fucking year can treat me like shit. And it's alright. And they ain't even fucking know me. My daddy said, he was like, when he told me, he was like, your mama ain't who you think she is, and then told me, like, he don't trust her. Cause I like when he didn't just he blurted this shit out, but I ain't just I'm like I'm asking questions like what you mean, and it took a little bit. It's like your mama life insurance, like she didn't put none of her kids on her life insurance. Like my mama's life insurance has all of her siblings and her mama on it. Essentially, what my daddy was telling me was really my mama don't give a shit about none of her kids. And I overheard him when she had caught COVID, and he was in chemo at the time, so his immune system was, and he had surgery, back surgery, hip surgery that was fucking didn't even need to happen. So fucking the surgeon was just like, oh, we'll get paid from the insurance company. Let's just add another surgery onto him. My daddy walked with a limp ever since. Wasn't even a year. He wasn't fully healed from that. So surgeries compromise the immune system. Then he's going through chemo. My mama catches COVID. I overhear him like, "You just can't wait. You just can't wait till I die. You want me in that you picking out my suit. That's what exactly we say. You picking out my suit to wear in the casket." He was serious. I wasn't supposed to hear that, but that coupled with the other shit, and then after I leave, like 3 days after I get back to my apartment in Aurora, right? He calls me. He sounds fine. But when he says, goodbye, it was sad. The next day, my sister, and I did not like the fucking way she did that shit. She called on the phone in the most dramatic goddamn way, the most egregiously disrespectful way you could ever let someone know that their parent is dead. That's how she did it. Like, no consideration for my emotions. Like, she didn't want to calm down before she made the like it was haunting. That's the perfect word for it. It was grossly haunting